Hi, this set of critiques is for Natalie, Laura, James, and Carla. Hi, Natalie. I'm glad you cleaned up the graphics. It does make a difference. I think that the simplified graphics, particularly looking at it here, particularly at the front panel of the display, really helps focus the message, focus the intent of the display. I do like, as I said before, the overall concept here of a shipper type display. I think your product cylinders work quite well in these kinds of displays. I do think that the one area that I do think that could be improved is I think the graphics still could be pushed to be a little bit more simple. The soft flips on the side could be the logo type itself, the name of the product could be much bigger and separated out from the graphics that you found into individual elements that could be composed on those big panels. But beyond that, I think you've done a really solid job here. You've grasped a lot of the underlying concepts of what we were trying to get at here, and have come up with a successful gravity-fed display. So good work. Hi, Laura. I think you've nailed this from concept all the way through this final prototype. You had just a ton of great ideas at the initial part of the project with the thumbnails, and you followed it through with a solid solution here. The strongest aspect of it, I think, are the graphics and the way that the forms are interrelated, that kind of arch semicircular form of the beehive being repeated at the cutout die-cut sign that comes up at the top, and then again in the tray. So that repeat of that form really helps give this solution unity. The really bold graphics are also a standout in your solution here. The one thing that I would have liked to have seen that you haven't done here is shown me what the product looks like in it and how that functions. I think that that's really an important part of a presentation like this, is to show how the display itself actually works with the product. The other thing is I do think that this is a fine solution, and I know that you've got quite a lot of experience, but and you probably know this already, a lot of three-dimensional examples don't come up in portfolios, and any time that you can put one in is a good thing. So examples of point-of-purchase displays or packaging graphics, those kinds of things, where the designer showing that they do have three-dimensional abilities really helps round out a portfolio. And to that point, I would suggest that I do think that this is a strong piece, and that you take decent photographs of it, including putting it on a neutral background. But beyond that, I think you've done just fantastically well here. Good work. Hi, James. I'm sorry to see that you weren't really able to give this final bit, this final project, a real serious go. You do seem to have, from what you presented here, an understanding of what it was that we were trying to do, and that is build a simple display that had some serious branding involved and worked well with the product. And you've presented something here that, you know, looks and works like a typical shipper, but like you said, it's more of a take on this project than the actual project itself. So, like I said, I'm convinced that you have an understanding of what it was that we were getting at here, but it just looks like you didn't have the available time to give it a serious go. So I'm sorry to see you end class this way, but thanks for at least giving it a shot. This looks really nice, Carla. I think that you have quite a lot of the qualities that you need to have for this to be a successful shipper. It holds a good deal of product, the branding is really strong, and it successfully transforms from a shipping box to a display. All those things I think you've done fantastically well here. I like the bold blow pop graphics that you have here. I like the simplicity of them and their placement. It's very easy to tell what this what the product is. The overall look and feel of the display relates well back to the product itself. The one area that I do think could be improved here is the backboard, and it looks slightly out of proportion to the rest of the display. So maybe having that blow pop big circular logo lower on the panel, and then having the top of it being a die cut or a tearaway, so that instead of being rectangular, the back panel might have a semicircular shape to it that followed the top part of the logo. But beyond that, I think everything else works really well for it. Decent craftsmanship, well thought out, all those kinds of things. So a really, really solid submission here. Good work.